Howdy, neighbors. Welcome aboard. I'm just still kind of trying to arrange things here and there. Let me push myself up. I'm indoors, as you can tell. 2 reasons, maybe 3. Rain, although so far I see a couple drops on the window that blew down from the tree. I'm parked under some trees. Earlier, a couple hours ago, the truck was wet. I went and got some water, made coffee. And I didn't get much sleep last night. Megavan Mike, welcome aboard. There was a lot of noise, and I kept looking out, and there's headlights all over the place. Well, I woke up this morning and found out why. And then this is at 7 o'clock. There was still a lot of noise. And I looked out this window, looking to the north. Started out, there was 8 Jeeps. I thought, okay, and then had them lined up. So they're having an event, I think. Then next thing you know, there was 4 more. And eventually, there was 15 Jeeps. And they all left out of here on a northward path. And I got to talk to, I think he's the organizer. I got to talk to him, and he says, you guys are going over the hill over there? And he says, well, yeah, the gate's open, and we go another 4 miles. And I guess there's some mountain tracks and trails on another ranch that's like 4 miles away where they can play with their Jeeps. I said, well, cool. You coming back here? He said, yeah, we'll be back. So maybe this afternoon I might walk around and look at some Jeeps. It was a total of 15. Right now it is cloudy and 62. And it's going to get colder and windier. It's windy outside. That's another reason I'm indoors, because you wouldn't be able to hear me. And then it's cold. To me, I've been accustomed to 80, 90 here for the last couple weeks. And it ain't happening for a few days now. It feels like I'm back in Michigan. Yes, you did tell me, Joe. Now, I got one for you as well, but not one like this, unfortunately. But I do have that Pirates one if you want it. Because I know that Bisbee thing's coming up in August, I think. Wish I could go to that, but can't be in 3 places at once. I'm going to try for one. You know, I don't know if Kyle's heard anything more about the job prospect up there, but we'll see up at the island. 80 and a high of 91. Are you in Dallas, Fort Worth area yet, Mike? Go dog go. Don't start the go dog go. You mean my mispronunciation of Spanish names? I don't know what you're talking about. He will. Gee, welcome aboard. It must be 420 where G is at. Go dog go. What do you? I don't know what you're talking about, Jill. Linda's here. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I was going to call you, or I was actually going to message you last night, Linda, because, all right at 12:15, I mean, on the button, I was still on my phone playing a little game that I play on the phone. It's out of Arizona. I earn points. But it's called Terribles. Anyways, it's a fun little game. There's several actually. There's trivia. There's some good ones on there. I haven't only played trivia a little bit, but it's healthy for me because I've been writing some of the trivia questions down. They don't appear to be copyrighted, so I should be okay. Because I got to do the trivia show at M24. Where was I? Okay, the Jeeps. They were keeping me awake last night, but then I thought, well, is it bandwidth? But anyways, totally lost internet. Totally lost cell service. I was concerned because after about half an hour, there was nothing. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to tell anybody that even though I scheduled a live, I wouldn't be here because, the world ended. No internet. Oh my God. No data, no cell phone. Oh my God. So it's like, God, I hate to let people down, but it kind of looks like I won't be on because the internet's gone. Well, again, I was still awake. 2:30 this morning, it came back on. Now, I show 5 bars, 5G on the computer. The phone, Sonia, welcome aboard. Tommy's here too. Working and lurking. That's a good way to go, Tommy. I've only done that a few times when, usually my laptop is next to me where I sleep. Or it's where I can be with it. So when I want to do other stuff, the laptop's not following me around, and I typically don't do live streams on the phone. I have done it, but let's see what stuff was in the way here. Well, there goes a Jeep, and these people are driving 45 miles an hour through here, I swear. It's ridiculous, but that's not one of the group. Somebody else. Maybe we'll get those floods that they were talking about, because those people are further back, and Lily told me don't go back there. We're going to get these floods, flash floods, but no work, just pick up rocks. I picked up some rocks last night, about 10 o'clock. It was good and dark, and used them. I got quite a bit of stuff, including my clean laundry now, is out on the picnic table, and I put one of those cheap dollar tarps over it. And I weighted it down. Now, hopefully, it's going to be a fine, because right now the wind is about 7 miles per hour, but it's supposed to go to like 10 miles per hour and then 12 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't know if that tarp will survive. I mean, it moves a little bit, but it's so cheap and thin. It's in God's hands. Mike, I'm in Oxford Ranch, which is just 10 miles south of Llano, Texas, or Lano, Texas, however you want to say it. Lano. I'm north of Fredericksburg and south of Llano, so right in between. Yeah, I would like to be there where it's nice and sunny. It's not going to happen. I won't be able to move out of here for 2 weeks yet. I did put in a couple inquiries for work in Llano. Don't know if anything will come of it, but hey, if it's meant to be, it will be. The way I've got it figured, I can survive till I get paid. I actually cannot afford to move from here to a larger city. 2 reasons. One, there isn't anywhere to stay in the larger cities except maybe a Walmart. And two, just to get to the larger city, we're talking probably $100 in gas to get to up by Fort Worth or Dallas area. No, ain't happening. It's just not in the budget right now. So I think I'm meant to stay right here and continue. I've been working on the camper. I don't know if you can tell. Did I show you all this before? I think I did. Just a little bit, and then sorting and organizing, putting things where they go. If I don't fall asleep this afternoon, I might work in that corner there because the hat box down below with Jill's hat in it, and I got a couple other things there where I can kind of make a level surface. I might play around with some electronics. I've got 2 TV sets with me. I just realized that won't work. They're not 12-volt televisions. So no, I won't be doing that this afternoon. I am comfy, Joe. That's right. Good times are coming. The go ahead from your employer. What does that mean, Tommy? you got to ask your employer if you can take off. I suppose I can understand that. Depending on the type of work you're doing, your boss has got to make arrangements because he can't run the business without you. But if you want to go travel like to Schoolie UP or M24, I'm hoping that you can get there. Yeah, work gets in the way, doesn't it? So I think I'm caught up on comments. We'll see. Some of you aren't caught up on comments. I'm assuming you're not camping, Jill. I was thinking you were going to go camping this weekend, but maybe you're talking about a different weekend. Schoolie UP is in August, Kyle. I'm not 100% sure of the exact week. I don't have that information. Remotely on the road needs authorization. Gotcha. I've been kind of looking into that too. Another reason I'd like to get to Dallas, because there's a door I can knock on and say, hey, you guys need help. As long as I got a signal, I can help. But, their coordination for the shift smarts and the actual jobs and the communications, very, very doesn't, there are people out there working for ShiftSmart, including myself. I can't hear in this area because there isn't any. It's a smaller town. There's no Circle K's. There's no GPMs. There's no Walmarts. I need to be in a larger town area to get these gigs. The Parker job still keeps showing up on my thing. I hope somebody's doing those jobs. I hate to get back there and find out that, well, we quit ShiftSmart because nobody would ever show up. Anyway, Mike says it's August 2 through 12, Kyle. I should write that down. And I'm not sure. I think you probably got to make reservations at that campground, Mike. I know you've been there before. You and Tina went. or you were there at the same time Tina was, is what I meant. Schoolie. August 2 through 12. That's a nice long time, 10 days. That could be expensive. 10 days. If it's $35 a night, that's $350. But on the other hand, it'd be fun. And you don't have to stay the whole 10 days. But yeah, back to Shift Smart. If you have a problem on your shift, like say, gee, the manager's not here and I don't have my numbers to badge in, how am I going to get paid? Because you got to have those numbers and you got to have your picture. And you got to have several things in place. Be on time, not late. On time, and on time means no more than like 15 minutes early. That kind of thing. And it depends on the city that you're working in. Out in Arizona, they're very laid back about it. They know the rules, what Shift Smart wants, and they know the rules what they want. Well, most of the times, hi Jack, here's your numbers. They trust me. Then, unfortunately, they do get those people that they'll get both numbers and disappear. Find them asleep in their car in the parking lot, or just gone. It happens. It's sad that people take advantage of a good thing, because that good thing could go away because of it. That's just like boondocking could go away on BLM land because people trash. It's sad. Ah, thank you. Do you know offhand what the prices are for the boondocking and or the regular camp? I can boondock. I can bring my generator. I'm talking this time, not this vehicle, but take the bus. If I can afford the tires and a couple other little things that needs to be done to the bus, license plate. Yeah, there's not a whole lot needs done to the bus. I'd like to get it painted before I leave and go anywhere, even to Beaver Island. I'd like to have it painted before I go. Am I going to have time to paint it? The way it's going right now, I may not get back to Michigan until July. Definitely June. It's definitely going to be June before I get back to Michigan. Thrifty Angela, welcome aboard. I may not get to see you until like November. I actually am planning ahead, because I get after M24, I'll spend a little time back at home headquarters, but I don't want to stick around much past, mid-October. I want to get going. So I might not park in your driveway, 50 Angela, until mid-October. I'm joking, but it'd be cool to get together with your family for coffee or dinner or something. Wait a minute. I'm missing something. 50 Angela saying, I can't wait to see everyone again. Are you coming to M24, Angela? That would be so awesome. Or School of UP or what? When are we going to see you? I haven't seen you since Mayberry 2020. Wow, this might be an informative morning. Nobody's guessing the channel. The featured channel. I was a pirate this time, but I know it's okay. No, not that one. Okay. Where are you going, Thrifty Angela? And when? I know there's get ups. There's one in Branson that chances are thought I was going to make that one. It's June 3rd. Yeah. Uh, 3 days from Arizona to Branson. No, it's pushing it for me. I could maybe make it by the 5th, but I don't know how long the Branson meetup is. $40 a night and 50 for hookups. Okay. Okay, South Carolina. I don't know of one in South Carolina, but somebody does. If you go to Charlie Webb's site, she's got a listing somewhere. And then Marshall, Mellow Nomadic Adventures, I think he has a list of all the different meetups too. Yes, it was, Angela. Well, it was my very first meetup. I think it was Tina's second or third meetup that she had gone to. She went to one in Canada and another one in Dearborn Heights, I think. Actually, I don't know. It might have been one of her first meetups. Yeah, try to, if you find out, let us know. Because I honestly haven't checked it out. I only heard about the one in Branson. I heard it from last week. Rob, who is a Michigander. His channel is Michigander Adventures. The group he hangs out with does a lot of paranormal, and they visit haunted houses and things like that, which is pretty cool. I watch it once in a while, not as often as I'd like to. Kind of be respectful to a neighbor. He lives like 15 miles away from here or less, back in Michigan, but and we've never met in person. Isn't that odd? We tried to a couple times and it didn't work out. Boy, that sky is getting dark over there again. It's supposed to rain until tomorrow, but I think it's kind of spotty. But it does. Yeah, it's getting pretty doggone cloudy, as in those clouds have rain in them, I can tell. Okay, Kobe, welcome aboard. Good to have you. So the agenda that we're talking about. There's School of UP. There's one in Branson in June. There's, of course, the Oregon meetup, which I believe is the 14th of June. I want to go to that one too, but I don't know. It's a slim possibility. But that would definitely mean I would not make it back to home headquarters in Sparta, Michigan until July. It only gives me like 2 weeks probably to get the bus ready. And I still don't know if the Beaver Island thing is going to happen or not. We may have to make it happen, regardless of whether we got work out there or not. Wonder what that was. This is the strap that holds the karaoke firmly in place. It's not going anywhere. Everything else falls down, even though I got bungee cords. And I still have stuff jump the bungee cords. I got to get better bungee cords. The ones I have are old and they're not perfect. Actually, what I have to do is align where so I got some special screws that I can hook bungee cords on. Gradually fine-tuning that. Um, Thermal drone out for the missing dog. Oh, wow. Fingers crossed. Wow, that's neat. And it's snowing. Ugh. Yeah, another channel I was watching said something about snow. They are in Wisconsin. Nancy Drew, welcome aboard. She's taking care of all the ahoys. What in the world? Oh, I must have accidentally clicked on and put it on the screen. Didn't mean to. So when's the Kenya trip, Kobe? I know that's coming up for you too. And I'm kind of trying to put United Kingdom on my list for in a couple years, maybe. I feel so doggone bad that, you know, Susie was in Florida for 3 weeks and I never got to see her. Yeah, it wasn't in the cards or the budget. But she did enjoy her time here in the States. I guess they went to Disney World and car museum. Yeah, all the stuff that you would want to go to if you're in northern Florida. Well, Orlando's more central Florida, but probably wasn't a terrible drive from St. Augustine. I don't know how far it is because I've only been to Pensacola, Florida, basically, and down by Perry, where Traveling Robert has his property. I haven't been actually visiting at his property yet, and my friend Terry also has the same thing. Terry's the one that lost his wife about a month ago or 6 weeks ago, which is sad. You know, I knew his wife. I'd see her every now and then. I see her more than I'd see her husband Terry. He was always busy working in Grand Rapids, but Georgia, she worked at the Wesco gas station in Sparta, and that was my favorite place to go when I needed fuel or anything. You know, I always had to just go there for Holly to get her cigarettes. Middle June, okay. Got the final project. Got to work during graduation, so I'll share the college's live stream for everyone for flight details, vaccines, etc. Okay, cool. That's going to be so cool that you're going to go learn to ride an ostrich. Seriously. See if they're more friendly than those stupid seagulls in Venice. Well, I guess, you know, the seagulls are actually kind of friendly in Venice. They just love your pizza, take it right out of your hand. You're going to get attacked by an ostrich. Yeah, that's just kind of what I was leading up to, that maybe ostriches are more friendly than... Actually, ostriches can be aggressive. I experienced it myself. This is probably a good 40 years ago, and I don't know where it was. I think it was in Indiana. Yeah, somewhere in Indiana. My first wife and I went to a drive-through wildlife park, and we had an ostrich stick its head right in the car and he was hitting my shoulder. I go, what the hell? I mean, those pretty big bird. And, he's looking for something to eat. I mean, they say, don't feed, don't feed. Roll your windows up. Hello. I didn't have my window up. It was a hot day, It was one of those. So yeah, they can be aggressive. When they know that humans have food, they're going to aggressively try to get it, even though they should, sit pretty, take pretty. Yeah, try to teach an ostrich that. Take pretty, take pretty. Here's your treat. I lost my fingers. Oh my goodness. So the thumbnail is really your only clue for the featured channel. After that, I can't help you. All right, let's double check now. It is what is this? Oh, this was last night. So I actually did not fall asleep until about 4:30, and it hadn't rained. And of course, according to this, it didn't. But at 6 o'clock, I was asleep, still kind of half asleep at 6. We had some showers, and then at daylight, which was about 7, I heard a little bit of spattering. And as said, the Dave, welcome aboard. Yeah, isn't that something? Somebody in Wisconsin was getting it too. Carol Walters, welcome aboard. We had house guests from the United Kingdom. The day trip to Graceland. They had a hard time. Yeah, I think Susie had a little bit of a hard time with it too. They had to go to Jacksonville or something. I think it was a museum. But from St. Augustine to Jacksonville's, hour and a half, I think, something like that. And then Orlando's got to be easily, again, that far from St. Augustine. You get attacked by a bird in every country. Placing bets. The odds are in your favor. Okay. Well, we don't want you to get hurt. Just give them your pizza and walk away. Don't argue with them. Give them your pizza. Oh. Just so you know, everybody, 15-mile in Berrigan in Kent County, it's snowing. Did I get that address? I mean, the quasi-location, Dave. Did I get that right? Okay. It is now noonish almost here. It's supposed to be just cloudy. Sure looks to me like it's going to rain. Oh, 57 degrees. See, the temperature's actually going down. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just warmer in here than it is outside. Because I just checked the thermometer before I went live, and it was 63. Yeah, it's about that outside, too. The high looks like it's going to be 66 at 5 o'clock. Then it starts to drop again. Mostly cloudy, it's saying. but the wind's coming up. It's kind of damp feeling, damp and cool, even though, in my opinion, we haven't had, I could pee more than what rain we've had. But, they were predicting heavy rains, gully washers, flash flooding. Hasn't happened. Heard your middle name. By the way, welcome aboard, Midwest Becker. Linda, if you want, you can put up Dave's link. Oh, wow. You had to pick him up at the airport in New York. That's a trek. Now, you're by Lake Erie. Yeah, I suppose, what, 3 hours? Maybe 4? Nancy wants a location for the thumbnail. It's up by Kobe. Okay. Thanks for being aboard, Kobe. Maybe you can come on tonight. 6 p.m. your time. I know I'm not too worried about. I got plenty of blankets. I probably will take a nap. But I found my connector for the 2-burner stove. So I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of cooking either this afternoon or tonight. And that'll warm things up in here too. Okay, Angela. You're not old enough to have grandchildren. No way. 500 miles. Okay. That's more than 3 hours. That's a trek. I was like, damn. And then turn around, come back. Hope you had extra drivers, Linda. We should put up 50 Angela's link too, if we can. Yeah. Yeah, I've met Angela. Well, it's been 5 years. In 5 years, all of a sudden she's got grandchildren? I suppose. It's possible. I have great grandchildren. But no, Angela doesn't look old enough to have grandchildren. Last video, one of her videos that I watched, I thought those were her kids. I know dang well she's got little ones at home. You'll be there in 8 hours. I got you, Nancy. Pick you up from the airport. Just sit there for 8 hours. And you better know how to drive in the United States. Wait, don't let them drive. We don't want a head-on collision. Oh, goodness. Sue, welcome aboard. I didn't have internet this morning. Actually, it was real spotty. I'm very blessed that it's working right now. Because it was, prior to the show, it dropped a couple times. And last night, it was totally non-existent for at least 2 hours. And I was trying to figure out how am I going to get a hold of Linda so she can tell people that I don't have any internet. Because the cell was gone too. So it had to have been something, a Verizon problem is what I'm thinking. But, for a while there, I thought maybe, all of Nostradamus's predictions were coming true. That dadgum eclipse. Oh, boy. Here we go. I'm ready, but still, wait a minute. I got some things to do. Do we have to end the world right now? You know, I got a live stream I got to do. Can't wait, Lord. Oh, goodness. Thank you. I know it's, you can't click on it on the screen, but just so you know, it's in the chat here, so you can click on it. And just in case you don't have Angela, she is a magical crafts person. You know, it'd be so cool to get Angela and George Ann together. Oh my goodness. It would be a heyday. Those two are so talented. Where did I put it? No, it's not here. I got my, one of my crabbies. This is kind of cool. Joe gave this to me. It's wood. But, you know, it's a stylized cross. Joe gave this to me. I was trying to figure out a way to put it, you know, on the dash of the truck, but you know, I got my regular gold cross up there. I suppose I could put a little tiny hole and then hang it from the rear view mirror with either a chain or I may just do that. But it's cool. I like it. He gave that to me on Easter. Oh. Actually, I was looking for my, it might be outside under the tarp. But I got the little Captain Jack doll that she made. So Mike, are you still in the Fort Worth, Dallas area right now? I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll wander quite that far. I might. You know, I'm in God's hands when it comes to it. But I do want to go to Palo Duro Canyon. I think that's in between Dallas and New Mexico. I haven't mapped it yet. But Lily, Gypsy Child, recommended it to me. So I'd kind of like to go. And she said there was available camping as you get towards New Mexico. So we'll see. Apache Junction. Oh, you've moved. Or did you? Maybe I'm getting confused. You know, I've always been like southwest of places. So I was, for a while, I was southwest of Phoenix. Now I'm southwest of Dallas. But then maybe Mike, he moves around quick. I think Apache Junction, isn't that off of I-10, about halfway between Quartzsite and Phoenix? Oh yeah, you needed a place to plug in. I may be confusing it. I know that there's something, it's halfway. I forget what it's called, but there's BLM land. But now Mike, or Mike said he had to plug in, so I doubt there was electrical outlets at the free BLM. Thank you, Linda. You will be in Dallas May 1 through 5. And then you're heading back to Wisconsin. Yeah, delay it because Raven and Ave and I am said something about snow. And Midwest Picker, it's snowing basically by my hometown too. The east edge, okay. East edge of Phoenix, all right. Oh, I do know where that is. I've not stayed there. I basically have skirted Phoenix twice on this trip. Now, Tucson, Ben, I worked in Tucson and stayed at, what's that? Something, those mountains are, shit, I can't remember. Catalina. Stayed there. That was a nice place. You know what? I actually boondocked at Catalina State Park. I didn't have electric hookup, but they had tent sites, and then they let me camp there, even though I don't have a tent. Well, I probably won't catch up with you, Mike, until, God willing, I get to go to school at UP. Are you going to come to M24, I hope? It's going to be bigger and better. I actually need to bring the bus because I need to have cooking room. I suppose I could prepare everything ahead of time at home and then, package it up. I have a casserole dish that it's best done in the oven. I do have an oven for the bus. I have a stove and oven combo. It's still in the garage, but it's going to go in the bus. But again, it's not the biggest stove. It's actually a 4-burner, and it's got an oven, but it's apartment size. Now, but the house has got a full-size normal oven, so I'll probably do the casserole and stuff day before that I go up there, because casserole can be kept cool and then reheated. So that's probably how I'll do it. I'll prepare the casserole at home, bake it, because there's going to be like probably 4 dishes of it. And then I'll keep it in the refrigerator in the bus. And then when we're ready for our potluck, what is that, Friday night or Saturday night? Saturday night. I'll heat it in the oven in the bus. That'll work. Thanks for helping me make my plans. Family things going on. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, you got to take care of family stuff. No, they're not, Linda. Renee is here. Welcome aboard. I just realized you're here. I'm glad you woke up in time. I tell you what, after this, I actually will be taking a wee break. Because, you can see the bags under my eyes. I didn't get hardly any sleep. Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. It's not enough. But, I don't know what time the guys with the Jeeps are coming back. All right, Mike. Catch you later. Be safe. Oops. The laptop kind of bumped down off its little prop board there. Yes, Linda. But at the time that that picture was taken, no. Excuse me. What else can I say? William, oh, you're at work. Thank you for taking a quick break at work and stopping in. Rainy and cold, kind of here. I mean, it's 63, and I know some people would say, well, 63 is warm. Yeah, I used to say that too, but now I'm like, no, I'm chilly. Bring back 80, please. 80's just right. Although I don't mind 90. Sure would like some sun. The sun would make it feel better. But it's going to be cloudy for a few days around here. It's supposed to be raining into tomorrow. Maybe by noon tomorrow, this rain spell will stop. It's not showing much sun on the. I've been, I got the Lano area weather in here on AccuWeather. Clues. Just the thumbnail, and Linda's asked a couple questions. When the picture was taken, it was solo. No. No. Was. Going to be again? I don't know. Yeah, that channel went through some changes. Gosh, I just think Linda's going to guess it within 8 minutes. What? Lucky Dog will come out of the woodwork and say, oh, I know who that is. You're photographic minds. Well, you never know. Nancy did come out of the woodwork. Yes, the channel has 2 fluffy white dogs. It is Land Cloud. Yeah. See, but Nancy just kind of beat you to it, Linda. I got to give it to Nancy. Oh my goodness. So now you're going to keep me awake this afternoon. I got to find another channel. Yeah, it's Land Cloud, Kyle. So I know what we'll be doing on the first half of tonight's broadcast. We'll be scratching off a ticket for Nancy. Oh my goodness. Okay, live stream at 5. Nancy, scratch. See, now aren't you happy that I'm not making you wait until Tuesday? Yes, I do, Sean. Not here. I have just a 2-burner cook stove, and if I really want to get extravagant, I have a single burner, so I could be heating up 3 different things at once. But I'm not going to. I only use that single burner all the time. For a while, I had misplaced the gas connection for the 2-burner. I found it yesterday, and so later tonight, probably, I'm going to be using both burners on that little camp stove. Yes, Linda, it is from Michigan. It's up in the Keweenaw Peninsula, or Keweenaw. It's on Lake Superior, near Copper Harbor. It's not the Copper Harbor Lighthouse, but it's close. Keweenaw. Yeah, eventually. I think Tina's got a panel that she says extra and that I might try out from her. I do not have a generator with me, Sean. I do have one at home for the bus. And if I do get solar, I think I'm going to concentrate on the bus more than the camper. I'm not sure yet. Not 100% sure. It would be cool if both. Hey, it's all in God's hands, you just don't know. I'm a scrapper. I've got 2 little projects this afternoon because of stuff I found walking around, picking up trash and stuff in these other campsites. Like, gee, why did somebody leave that? Well, I left it for a couple days and then, it's still sitting there. So, yeah, turns out it was broken. Well, now why didn't they take it up to the dumpster? And then, of course, Zai, or Zed, however you want to say it, and Akaya, who I interviewed yesterday, they took a hike and they found a little fan, battery-powered fan and light. Well, that's kind of cool. Thank you, Sue. And they didn't want it. They said, no, we'd rather have something that's USB. Well, I kind of agree with that. But then on the other hand, I thought, well, I wonder if it still works. So, in the next day or two, I'll see if it does. I've got batteries, so I'll play with it. But again, the dumpster's right on your way out. Why do people leave junk in their campsite? Doesn't make any sense. So, tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be featuring a different channel or somebody. And we do support you, Timmy. And we'll also be scratching off the ticket for Nancy that she just won. Yeah, you missed it, Timmy. Nancy won again. Yeah, we should put up Sean's, before we leave. We got 2 more minutes. Let's put up Sean's link, please. They left it for me. Yeah, they probably did, Linda. Oh, no, they actually did leave it. They found it, but then they decided they didn't want to hassle with batteries. They wanted something that was USB. So, sure enough, they left it here at the picnic table next door. And after nobody leaves money. You're correct, William. Well, no, wait a minute. I have found, pocket change, pennies, quarters. I found that in campsites. There we go. There's Sean's link. You got more subs than that, don't you, Timmy? I thought you had a couple hundred. At any rate, that's what we'll be doing this evening. Another featured somebody, and scratch off for Nancy, and of course we'll be chit-chatting. I'm sure I'll be cooped up right here in the camper. But it's kind of like a 2-room camper now. I can actually separate the sleeping area from the kitchen if I want to. Normally, but the saloon doors give it some ambiance. Yeah, how did your doctor visit go, Timmy? Uh-oh. You have 5 subs. All right, tell us what's going on, Timmy, if you don't mind. You don't have to. You can keep it private. And we'll pray, of course. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, hop on over to Tim's channel and give him some love. But right now, we better give him some prayers, is what it sounds like to me. Well, we all need prayers. That's beyond saying it. We always need each other. We need prayers. We need to be close. Why is this beeping? Is it Jill? Is it Lily? Is it Tina? Nope, not Tina. It must be something else. It's not either one of them or any of them. I just can't get a break. Now I know, I'm sure Tina's busy. She had kind of an interesting video yesterday. I watched that. I know Lily's busy. That part I know for a fact. She's got company. Oh, this is Kevin. It just says he's at Rosati's Fresh Market. This is Facebook. Chime. All right. No, I haven't yet, William. However, I drove it to town yesterday and I looked and looked and looked. And it wasn't dripping any oil. At least, you know how the engine gets warm and then you see it dripping in the parking lot or whatever where you're parked. No, wasn't dripping. I could get a faint odor of it when I was driving. Yesterday was cool as well. So I had the windows up. I don't have a heater. But yeah, but so I was picking up a little bit of oil smell. But it doesn't seem to be leaking right now. It only needed 1 quart of oil. I don't know. I'll probably go to town again tomorrow and I'll check it again. And we get a little bit warmer weather. I'll be climbing underneath. I got the degreaser stuff. So Renee's hurting. What? There's a Willie Nelson meetup tonight. You know, I almost fell for that. Somebody was advertising you would have thought he died the way they advertised it, and it turned out to be CBE oil or gummies. All right, Brene, you take care too. Hope you feel better. Hope to see you tonight. 153 on top of, and the down was 80. Ooh, that's a stretch, Timmy. The Whippy Dip is Merrill, Michigan. It's open for the season. Whippy Dip, that must be an ice cream place in Merrill. Whippy Dip. You know, in Merrill, Dirk and I went to wish I could remember the name of it. There was a pub in downtown Merrill. Boy, did they have good food. Oh my. It was excellent. All right, William. Thank you for coming aboard. Laughlin, Nevada. Yes, I know. Oh, is he really? Oh, that's great. Oh, what a fantastic time. Let's see, 8 p.m. Your time is... Yeah, you probably won't be on tonight on here. You wouldn't be able to hear us. You're going to be in the auditorium by then. 4:20. Oh my goodness, is G going? Maybe that's why when he popped in earlier at the beginning of the show, he says 4:20. Well, really? Yeah, Diane. They used to say that you know that the systolic, yeah, the systolic. If it was over 125, you're in trouble. Not so much anymore. Did they say that? Um, for a long time, they were treating me for high blood pressure, and I was running a 144. You know, and I felt perfectly normal. Of course, they tell you that you're going to feel fine, but your blood pressure's too high. So then they put me on medication. The lowest I could ever get it was about 130, 133, 135. Whereas normally I was running about 140. If something stressed me out, of course, it would go up. But gradually, especially after I got the pacemaker, I I just basically quit taking high blood pressure medicine. Um, my blood pressure runs about 129, 130. I'm not taking any medications. Yeah, 130 over 85, which is a little high on the lower end, but not terrible. Timmy, are you doing 420 as well at whatever festival you're at? A small venue. I can't believe Willie Nelson would have a small venue. I don't know. I can't tell if you're blue or not. The host can't see that. I forget. I know that Sue and Linda are both moderators. William, I think, is a moderator. I forget who else a moderator. I can't see him here. Well, now there's a cool looking truck, but he's going backwards. Why? Maybe he's scared to turn around because it's been raining, because it gets a little muddy. All right. We out. That shelf that the karaoke speaker is on, it doesn't like my elbow. Puff, puff, and pass. You're right, Kyle. I hadn't thought of that. What we have in mind is a hookah for 500 people. I'm confused. But it is time to sign off here. I'm going to make some lunch. So we'll see you tonight at 6, and we'll do Nancy's thing, and we'll go from there. So we'll see you. Fair winds and smiles. And as always, may God bless. Thank you for being aboard, mateys. You're going to win the channel tonight. Okay, Timmy.